Most people love talking about growth. They hate the moment they actually have to sit with themselves and say it out loud. I'm Ryan. I'm 5 months, 22 days sober. And tomorrow, when I hit record on the podcast, episode 7, there's no hide behind motivation, quotes, or good intentions. Just the truth, the ugly parts, the shit you'd rather skip past. That's why people stay surface level forever, because honesty costs more than pretending. I'm not interested in sounding good. I'm interested in being honest enough to change. That makes people uncomfortable? Good. This is Mission to Recovery. Now go forth and kick ass. Most people love talking about growth. They hate the moment they actually have to sit with themselves and say it out loud. I'm Ryan. I'm 5 months, 22 days sober. And tomorrow, when I hit record on the podcast, episode 7, there's no hide behind motivation, quotes, or good intentions. Just the truth, the ugly parts, the shit you'd rather skip past. That's why people stay surface level forever, because honesty costs more than pretending. I'm not interested in sounding good. I'm interested in being honest enough to change. That makes people uncomfortable? Good. This is Mission to Recovery. Now go forth and kick ass.
Good morning, and welcome to Sunday, where people can really fuck themselves. Not with drugs, not with alcohol, with entitlement. Like, I worked hard this week. I deserve a break. I'll lock it back in tomorrow. That's the lie. I'm Ryan. I'm 5 months and 23 days sober. And the thing that almost killed me was thinking that effort earned comfort. It doesn't. Comfort is where discipline goes to die. It's where people start negotiating with the same voice that already ruined their life once. Nobody owes you momentum. Nobody owes you results. You either stay sharp when it's quiet, or you slowly go back and act surprised. Society doesn't give a shit of how tired you are. So, decide. This is Mission to Recovery. Now go forth and kick ass. Most of you aren't stuck. You're just protecting the version of yourself that's fucking things up. I noticed something during episode 7 on the podcast. People say they want change, but they defend their excuses like they're family. I did that. I called it healing. I called it timing. I called it, I'll deal with it when things slow down. Truth? I was scared. I was scared of who I'd be without the chaos as cover. Episode 7 isn't advice. It's me saying out loud the shit I used to hide behind. If that makes you feel uncomfortable, good. That's the door cracking. This is Mission to Recovery. Now go forth and kick ass.
Most of your problems aren't trauma. They're you being unreliable and calling it growth. I'm Ryan. I'm 5 months, 23 days sober. Getting sober made me admit something that really pissed me off. I wanted credit for effort while everyone around me just wanted to know which version of me they were going to get. I thought intensity meant I cared. I thought reacting fast meant I was strong. I thought explaining myself meant I was honest. It's all bullshit. It just meant people were braced around me all the fucking time. Watching my tone, managing my moods, waiting for the other shoe to drop. That's not depth. That's fucking exhausting as hell. Calm doesn't feel impressive. Calm feels boring as fuck when you're addicted to chaos. It's truth. But calm is where trust lives. It's where people stop worrying. Where nobody needs a long-ass speech to believe in you anymore. And that's exactly why most people won't choose it, because nobody claps for consistency. You just become someone people can count on. And apparently, it's too fucking boring for most. This is Mission to Recovery. Now go forth, kick ass.
Here's the shit that nobody wants to admit. I'm Ryan. 5 months, 24 days sober. Most people aren't broken. They're comfortable as fuck calling themselves broken. Broken gets you patience, gets you grace. It gets you out of being consistent when it's boring and nobody's watching. I use that story. Wrapped laziness and self-awareness, called avoidance healing. It was all bullshit. Sobriety didn't magically fix me. It just ripped away the excuses I used to hide behind. And once the noise was gone, the truth was loud as hell. Nothing was wrong with me. I just didn't want to do the hard shit every single day. You don't need motivation. You need standards that don't give a fuck how you feel. That's where confidence comes from. That's where respect comes from. That's where your life stops being a fucking mess. This is Mission to Recovery. Now go forth and kick ass.
At some point, your reasonings stop mattering. I'm Ryan. I'm 5 months, 24 days sober. And I realized something. Nobody gives a fuck why you're late. Nobody cares why you're inconsistent. And nobody gives a fuck how self-aware your excuses sound. They care what it's like to rely on you. I had explanations. I had insight. I had a fucking story for everything. What I didn't have was consistency. Sobriety didn't make me special. It made me exposed. Because once the noise is gone, all that's left is your pattern. And patterns don't lie. This is Mission to Recovery. Now go forth and kick ass.
I used to lie to myself every fucking morning. Like, I deserve a break. I've been through a lot. I'll start tomorrow. I'm Ryan. I'm 5 months, 25 days sober. I said that. It sounded reasonable. It was all bullshit. It sounds harsh, but life doesn't give a fuck what you've been through. It only cares what you do today. Pain doesn't entitle you to comfort. Struggle doesn't lower the standard. And rest, you didn't earn, it's just avoidance with a nicer fucking name. Sobriety doesn't make my mornings easier. It makes my excuses louder and harder to hide behind. And every morning I don't do the work. I'm teaching myself very clearly that I can't be trusted. This is Mission to Recovery. Now go forth and kick ass.
I can make a whole series on this. Here's another lie I used to tell myself for years. I just needed more time. Once things calm down, I'll get serious. I'm Ryan. I'm 5 months, 25 days sober. And I said that shit constantly. Work was busy. Life was loud. My head wasn't in the right place. Sounded reasonable. It was bullshit. What I really meant was I didn't want to do the hard stuff while things were uncomfortable. I didn't need more time. I needed fewer excuses. Sobriety didn't give me space. It took it away. Because once you stop numbing out, you see how often you negotiate with yourself instead of deciding. And every time I pushed it to later, I taught myself, I don't mean what I say. That's not overwhelm. That's lack of standards. This is Mission to Recovery. Now go forth and kick ass. People didn't understand me. That I needed to explain myself better. I'm Ryan. I'm 5 months, 25 days sober. That was all bullshit. They understood perfectly. I said I cared. I said I was serious. I said that this time was going to be different. Then I did the same shit again. Sobriety didn't make me honest. It made it impossible to lie to myself because when the day's over, intentions don't matter. Insight doesn't matter. Only your actions do. And if they don't match your mouth, that's not confusion. That's the truth. This is Mission to Recovery. Now go forth and kick ass.
Here's a line I told myself that cost me more than I noticed. It's fine. I'll let it slide. I'm Ryan. I'm 5 months, 26 days sober. And I said that fucking line everywhere in my life. Small compromises, loose standards, just this once. Nothing exploded, and that's what fucked me up. Because every time I let myself slide, I taught myself that I wasn't worth my own effort. Nobody else had to disrespect me. I handled that shit myself. Sobriety didn't make me proud. It made me impossible to ignore how often I sold myself short. You don't lose yourself in one big mistake. You bleed out slowly, tolerating bullshit from yourself. This is Mission to Recovery. Now go forth and kick
Here's
ass.
what letting shit slide actually breaks. I'm Ryan. I'm 5 months, 26 days sober. And I didn't lose discipline first. I lost trust in myself. Every small promise I didn't keep, every standard I bent, every I'll handle it later, I was teaching myself something dangerous as fuck. That my world doesn't matter. Nobody else broke my confidence. I did that. Sobriety didn't give me willpower. It stripped away the lies so I could see the damage clearly. If I can't trust myself with the small things, I don't deserve confidence in the big ones. That's not motivation. That's just math. This is Mission to Recovery. Now go forth and kick ass. All that letting it slide really costs. I'm Ryan. I'm 5 months and 26 days sober. I thought the damage was small. Missed standards, loose promises. No big deal, right? Bullshit. The real cost was identity. Every time I let myself off easy, I taught myself I'm not someone who follows through. Nobody else decided that. I did. Sobriety didn't make me proud. It made me impossible to hide from the pattern I was building. And you don't become unreliable overnight. You practice it. And whatever you practice, you become. This is Mission to Recovery. Now go forth and kick ass.
Something that really fucks people up when they hear it. No one is coming. I'm Ryan. I'm 5 months, 27 days sober. I waited a long time for something to change, for motivation to hit, for clarity, for someone to notice I was trying. Nothing happened. And that pissed me off. Until I realized something freeing as hell. No one was supposed to come. No one's coming to save you from your habits. No one's coming to fix what you keep avoiding. No one's coming to carry the weight you refuse to pick up. That's not depressing. That's power. Because the moment I stopped waiting, I started moving. And movement beats hope every fucking time. This is Mission to Recovery. Now go forth and kick ass.
Here's what waiting is really costing you. I'm Ryan. I'm 5 months, 27 days sober. And I told myself I was being patient, that I needed the right moment. Again, that's all bullshit. What I was really doing was waiting for permission to do the hard thing I already knew I needed to do. No one showed up. There was no signal, no fucking green light, just sobriety, which made this clear as fuck. Waiting isn't neutral. It's a decision. Every day I waited, my life stayed exactly the same. Nothing moves until you do. This is Mission to Recovery. Now go forth and kick ass. Here's what happens when you finally accept no one is coming. I'm Ryan. I'm 5 months, 27 days sober. I stopped waiting. No permission, no perfect timing. No one stepped in to make it easier. And the moment I stopped waiting, the excuses died. Not because life got lighter, but because I picked up the fucking weight. No one came to save me. Good. Because waiting made me weak. Actions made me dangerous. And if nothing changes in your life, it's not bad luck. It's because you're still fucking waiting. This is Mission to Recovery. Now go forth and kick ass. I guarantee there's some people that are not going to want to hear this. I'm Ryan. I'm 5 months, 28 days sober, and I didn't burn out because life's hard. I burnt out because I kept fucking negotiating with myself. Every day I waited to feel ready. Every day I half committed. Every day I told myself tomorrow would be different. That shit didn't make life easier. It made me weaker. Sobriety didn't give me motivation. It forced a decision. Either I do the work without guarantees, or I stay tired, frustrated, and pissed at myself forever. There's no third option. You don't need rest. You need to stop arguing with yourself and fucking decide. This is Mission to Recovery. Now go forth and kick ass. Here's why you feel so fucking exhausted all the time. I'm Ryan. I'm 5 months, 28 days sober, and I wasn't tired from working too hard. I was tired from arguing with myself all day. Should I do it now, later, tomorrow? Do I feel like it? That constant negotiation is exhausting as fuck. Disciplined people don't burn energy deciding. They decide once and move the fuck on. Sobriety didn't give me more energy. It removed the daily bullshit debates I used to hide behind. Half effort drains you. Standards fuel you. If you're wiped out every day, it's probably not life. It's the fact that you won't commit to anything fully. This is Mission to Recovery. Now go forth and kick ass.
All right, keep telling yourself, I'm burnt out. I got nothing left. I just need a reset. It's all a fucking lie. I'm Ryan. I'm 5 months, 28 days sober. I said that shit constantly. The truth? I wasn't burnt out. I was undisciplined as fuck. Burnout sounds serious. Burnout gets sympathy. Burnout lets you stop without admitting you quit. Real exhaustion looks like effort. Mine came from half-assing everything and feeling guilty about it. See, sobriety didn't drain me. It exposed how often I hid behind fatigue instead of my standards. Most people aren't tired. They're avoiding the work that would actually give them energy. This is Mission to Recovery. Now go forth and kick ass. Here's what nobody tells you about pressure. I'm Ryan. I'm 5 months, 29 days sober. And pressure doesn't mean you're breaking. It means something fucking matters. Most people run from that feeling. They numb it. They avoid it. They call it too much and quit. I used to do all that shit. Now I do something different. I don't react. I don't explain. I don't burn everything down for relief. I sit in that shit. Because pressure sharpens decisions. And tomorrow I'm talking about decisions that actually change your life. Not the pretty ones, the necessary ones. If tonight feels heavy, good. That weight is what separates people who talk from people who act. This is Mission to Recovery. Now go forth and kick ass.
Here's the truth I learned the hard way. Momentum isn't a feeling. I'm Ryan, 5 months, 29 days sober, and I thought momentum was confidence, energy, being zoned in. All bullshit. Momentum is action when everything feels off, when you're tired, when you're pissed off, when your flow is gone. I didn't build my life on good days. I built my days on the days I showed up. Sobriety didn't give me perfect timing. It gave me the ability to move without it. And if you only act when it feels right, you don't have momentum, you have conditions. This is Mission to Recovery. Now go forth and kick ass.